there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jasmine Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I am so grateful you are here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to view another one of my weeklies. And to my subscribers, I cannot thank you enough for your love, your loyalty, and support. I am truly, truly grateful for each and every one of you. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out the description box below for information on that, or you can hop on over to capellawellness.com. I also want to announce that I'm holding a Zoom group session on January 16th, 23rd, and 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For 10 people per session. This is to help those navigate the challenging energies that are coming to us in 2022. All right, especially with the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces that is coming in April of this year. These sessions are to help empower us. I will give mini readings to everyone who's in the session with regards to specifics as to how you are going to best navigate these energies in 2022. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll also have a Q&A session. We'll have a healing meditation at the end, and I will reveal a surprise to those who attend. If you would like to find out more information about that, you can find that out in the description box below. I wish you all a very happy new year, all the best in 2022, and a wonderfully blessed week. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. How are you doing? I hope you are doing fantastic. Happy New Year. I wish you many blessings and so much love for this week and in 2022, if I haven't told you already. All right, Aquarius, what we're going to do here is we're going to see what your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on and what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because that's what this is about. Stick around to the end so you can obtain additional guidance from Spirit on how to navigate these energies. What Mercury Retrograde is teaching you as Mercury is going into retrograde mode on January 14th. That is 2 days from now. I am recording this on January 12th, 2022. And then we're going to close out this reading to see what's going on in your love life. All right. We are ready to go. All right, Aquarius, let's see what your overall theme is for this week. And when I say this week, it doesn't have to be this week because energy is always changing. It could have already happened. It's going to happen sometime along the line, a month from now, weeks from now. It depends, right? Everybody's on different timelines and energies are always changing, right? Oh my gosh, Aquarius. You know what's funny? I'm going to say something real quick. My schedule's been a little bit off this week because my son wasn't feeling so great. Just had a cold, and I know my family was freaking out. I said, just relax. God's got this. And he just had the sniffles and had a little cough, and we took a walk today, and my son's very, very resilient. So he's 100%. Took 2 days, right? He wasn't even that bad to begin with. Anyway, so because of that, you know, I'm a full-time single mom, if you guys don't already know. I kept him home, and I decided to get some rest for myself to make sure that, you know, I was going to be okay with regards to my health. And my guides and angels were like, just do the readings when you feel that you were able. And that's what I was doing. And I did the first 2 air signs today, and I was like telling my son, man, I got to do Aquarius's reading. And it looks like the air signs this week have been longer than the other signs. And you know what my son told me? You know what, Mom, just go ahead and do it. You know, just get it out of the way. That way you close out all the air signs, and then tomorrow you have your last 3 readings, and then you can enjoy the rest of the Thursday and have your Friday off, that type of thing. So I took my son's advice, and something was telling me along with my son, and you know, my son is my soulmate, so one of my soulmates. So I was getting this message like, go do Aquarius's reading. There's going to be something there. And we get this card. You are the first air sign. Yes, air sign. You're the first zodiac sign for this week who's gotten this card. You want to know what's at the bottom of the deck? this, expect miracles. You're the first group, zodiac sign, to get this too. All right? It's looking good so far, Aquarius. We have harmony and resolution. Now, it looks like some miracles are coming in, and it doesn't have to be this week, Aquarius. Keep that in mind. It could be happening a few weeks down the road. It all depends. I'm hearing for some of you, this will be an actual Aquarius season, which is not too far from now. We're nearing the end of Capricorn season, so that's for some of you, not for all of you, all right? But it looks like some things are coming to conclusions. If you were having any discourse with anybody, or you were having any issues, if things seem to be out of balance, out of whack, things didn't seem to be going your way, or you were like pushing through. And I know with all your readings, you know, we've gotten most of these really empowering, encouraging readings, very positive, but it's kind of like, what did I say? Don't give up right before the miracle occurs, and just keep pushing and pushing through, right, Aquarius? So you're getting this. This is the theme. A lot of things are really going to come into balance at this time, whenever you watch it. I was going to say this week, but you know how this goes, okay? Some of you may very well be coming into harmonious union with your counterpart, all right? That's for a few, and you know this is you if you've really been doing your mission work, and you have been pushing through and not giving up, and you haven't thrown in the towel and all that stuff. If you've thrown in the towel already, then this is not for you, all right? This is for those who've been really, really, what's it called? 7 of Wanding it, 9 of Wanding it, if that makes any sense to you. Persevering, kind of like even the Knight of Pentacles, right? Not giving up, not backing down, right? You pushed through so much, Aquarius. Now there's going to be a lot of peace and harmony brought into your life. I'm seeing a lot of these balance cards. I can see, you know, the Lover's card, and the 2 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles, and God knows what else, right? Even with the High Priestess, that's balancing too. The High Priestess actually comes in to bring harmony to disharmonious relationships and situations. The same thing with the Temperance card, okay? There's like a 2 becoming 1 type of thing. Some of you, this might be about you being more in harmony with yourself. Maybe some of you are achieving union with self at this time. You have balanced out your feminine and masculine energies, and there's just like this resolution, not just with other people perhaps, but it's within yourself, right? Because we have inner conflicts. We have internal battles, right? It doesn't have to be with other people. Sure, we can have them with other people, but there's this big battle about our inner selves, right? The self-sabotaging, the negative thinking, the self-doubting, lack of worth, self-worth, that type of stuff, right? And that does not make us harmonious, does it? So even within yourself, Aquarius, there's this peace that's coming to you. There's resolution of conflict, not only within yourself, but with others, okay? Take this how it resonates. Leave what doesn't for somebody else, but remember to keep your unhealthy ego in check. These miracles will be blocked until you find this type of energy, not only within yourself, but with other people. This is surrounding you. When you feel this within yourself first, right? What you feel on the inside is what you project on the outside. Your thoughts create reality. What you feel is what you emanate out to the world, right? So, and if you were still dealing with these conflicts now, these angels are coming in to bring in more peace. Again, with the conflicts of resolution, making amends with people, or people are making amends with you. Okay? They're here to help you to find that inner peace so that you don't allow others to destroy your inner peace. Okay? That's like, again, with the Temperance card. And whatever concerns you may have, Aquarius, with regards to things that are disharmonious, that just feel out of whack, out of balance. Call upon God, surrender to God and say, God, I give this to you. I don't want to be in conflict anymore with myself, with others. Just give it to God and have God handle it. Ask God for that peace. Ask God for that harmony and resolution within your heart to help you find more peace within yourself. Okay? But we talk about self-love too, and forgiveness, and forgiveness is not for the other persons, for ourselves. That brings us peace too. It's kind of like Six of Cups and Judgment card with forgiveness here. That will bring you this energy. And if you are still having issues surrounding this, give it to God. God is going to help you. Maybe you need to do a little bit of self-reflection, kind of like Four of Swords, and say, you know, what is it that's still ailing me? Why am I still having this conflict or just this issue where I just can't feel at peace just yet? And, you know, I'm also seeing Five of Swords with this, where some of you might need to take the high road. Okay? And again, I always get two groups when I do readings for everybody. So there's a group where this is already harmonious now. You've brought this into your life because you've brought peace and harmony within yourself. Others of you, you might still have a little bit of a conflict trying to resolve things, not only within yourself, but with other people. All right? We don't need to be right all the time. We don't need to one-up somebody. We don't have to win at all costs. Again, that's like the energy of the Five of Swords. Walk away, okay? Five of Wands even. If there's chaos and conflict and arguing and fighting and everyone's trying to just clamor over everybody else, and it's like, I got to be the right one all the time, or somebody surrounding you, Aquarius, is always trying to be the right one, what good does that do anybody? Just walk away. And if you're trying to resolve something with someone and someone's not budging, leave it. Give it to God. You do not need to be in that type of energy because that's low vibrational and it does affect your energies, Aquarius, which also affects this from coming in, okay? That's for some of you. Oh my gosh. I'll show you something in a minute. What's underneath that card. So, for some of you who are not at peace with yourselves fully, because you have to be at peace with yourself fully before you can attract that into your environment, it's time for you to just let go of any little bit of anger, resentment, bitterness that might be sitting around in your energetic space. Give that to God. Let God take care of it. If you're seeking justice, and I think part of that was in your 2022 forecast, I think that was the challenge that you guys had. Maybe. I think so. Give it to God. Okay? We don't need to be right. We need to be at peace. We need to seek peace, not justice. God handles the Justice Department. We handle the Peace Department. It is up to us to find that peace on our own. We have control over that. We can't allow anyone to take our power away, and we can't just give it up to anybody either. So for some of you, start finding ways that make you feel more like this. Harmonious, peaceful. Resolve all conflicts if you can. If you can't, walk away. Eight of Cups it. Focus on being nurturing and caring towards yourself, like the Queen of Wands does, the Queen of Cups does, the Queen of Pentacles does. And you have to trust that when you find this within yourself, Aquarius, your whole world is going to be more at peace. It's exactly what I've experienced. When I left, I stopped being in relationships. I left my career of 16 and a half years. I cut off so many people, so many things. It's so funny because I was telling this to my son on our walk today, how I feel so much more peace and tranquility in my life. It is unbelievable. I've never felt anything like this, and it's been like this for quite a few years, but it took a lot to get here. I did have to cut cords. I did have to stop arguing and getting, or people getting in my face and stuff like that. And all this discourse, again, in chaos. I was allowing myself to stay in that. So what did I do? I backed away. I just let go. You see how her hands up in the air? I was like, God, I'm giving this to you. I surrender fully to you. I am giving you all of this. Please guide me on how to find my own inner peace, what I need to do. And God totally listened to me. And you know what he ended up doing? He ended up cutting off all of the things that were bringing chaos and conflict into my life. He did it for me. I did my part, and he took care of the rest. All right. Take a step back, collect your thoughts, do some meditating, get to center, and say, I am done with these conflicts. I am not going to engage in this anymore. Because again, you want that peace, Aquarius. You have to be the one to find it on your own. And if you need assistance with that, ask your angels. Ask God. It's exactly what I did. It's kind of scary to me how tranquil my life is these days because I let go of so much. There's no stress in my life. I don't worry about things. I don't give in to fear about anything because I know God is always there. And even if it creeps in a little bit, because I am human, I give it to God and I ask God for that strength and that faith, and then everything's all fine again. Harmony restored. Right? We do undergo a lot of challenges, a lot of conflicts, a lot of things that aren't pleasant, guys. I know, I've been there. But you have to have faith that harmony can be restored in your life. But until you believe in that, nothing's going to change. And until you take action on focusing on caring for yourself and focusing on finding your inner peace, then you're going to continue to find yourself in chaos and conflict and hitting all these brick walls and experiencing all these challenges. And remember, challenges are here to get you to learn from them. And when you finally learn from them, the amount of challenges in your life will dissipate. Okay? When you find this, all right, expect those miracles to come flooding in. But you guys got to let go of those conflicts, those challenges. Walk away. Take the high road. You also have to believe in miracles, that things can change. But again, I said you have to have faith, right? Expect them. Don't be wishy-washy on them. Don't say, well, I don't know about that. I'm not sure if that's even possible. There's always chaos and conflict in my life or whatever. When is this going to end? It ends with you, Aquarius, when you do something about it. And when you are more at peace, right? And your vibration is highly elevated. Watch. Then God starts flooding you with this stuff. These things can happen. They can be big miracles. They could be small ones. If you think about it, if you wake up today to watch this, that's a miracle in itself because you were able to live another day. right? Know that you are absolutely worthy of having the miracles, but you got to remember this. You need to have more of this in your life in order for those miracles to come in. And again, it starts with you. You can't let anyone destroy your inner peace. People are dealing with battles we know nothing about. We have no idea what's going on with these individuals who cause the chaos, the conflicts, the challenges. We don't. And unless we have all of the facts, Aquarius, we cannot criticize and we cannot judge. God is the only judge here. Remember I said he runs the Justice Department, not us. Remember that through God, all things are possible. He can create these miracles. And again, harmony will be restored to your life if you find that peace and harmony within first. Okay? But you have to believe in the impossible and have faith and believe in miracles for them to happen. Okay? And remember to feel grateful for all that you already have in your life. Like I said, if you're watching this right now, that's a miracle in yourself because you woke up to another day to watch this. Good things do happen. But remember, it starts with all of us. We have to make those changes to get into this state. Now, another group of you, like I was talking about, there's something about harmonious sacred union here coming for you because you found this within yourself and you've been living like this for a while. There's going to be conflict of resolutions between you and your counterpart, all right? Harmony is going to be restored to this connection. This is for some of you, right? You know who you are. Because in order for harmonious sacred union to occur, you have to be harmonious within yourself. Your masculine and feminine energies have to be balanced. It's like the temperance card. That's sacred balance there within you. When you find that harmonious balance within yourself, that means you are prepared and you're ready to go. Because harmonious sacred union cannot happen unless both of you are in that peaceful state. And you don't get triggered. And you don't try to cause conflict. Or you don't engage in any of that lower vibrational stuff, right? You're fully at peace with yourself. So now your connection is going to be restored. Somebody speaking their truth. They want peace with you. They want to make amends. So for those of you who've achieved this, the miracles are coming in. And I would say the miracle of harmonious sacred union is coming for some of the other group of you. All right? There's a lot of beautiful energy here. There's a lot of yellow here too. The light of God, solar plexus chakra, vitality, life force energy. It's a lot of strong energy here. And I'm going to go show you what card is underneath here. Underneath the Expect Miracles card is the Yes card. Yes, miracles do happen, Aquarius. And yes, for those of you who didn't think that harmonious sacred union was going to happen, that's a yes. Continue with your plans or whatever it is that you want to do, you know, go do it. Like, look at how happy these cards are. It's like jumping for joy. Many blessings and many miracles are coming in. You've put in a lot of hard work, Aquarius, and now these miracles are happening for you. It's like, it's this wonderful energy of you're saying to yourself, oh my gosh, I didn't think this was going to happen, but it is happening. And all of these wonderful things are coming into my life, right? Your hard work has paid off. It's like God is giving you the green light to move on in your journey, to move to the next phase of your journey. Right? With these two energies right here. Yes, those miracles are coming in. And again, for the other Aquarians, Yes, miracles do happen. They do, but you got to make that space for them, okay? The conflicts and that discourse and all of those things, imbalances within yourself and with others, that blocks the manifestation of your heart's desires, right? Because that's low vibrational. We've talked about when your heart chakra is completely cleared and you're vibrating at the highest level, agape love, right? You're working your mission and you're at peace with yourself. You allow for those same high vibrational things to come into your life, all right? So let's see what you need to focus on for this week. Let me move this deck over here real quick, Aquarius. All right. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What does Aquarius need to focus on for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. All right, how do you want me to receive, Spirit? Okay. Well, the first one that flipped out here, if you can't see it already, is the Page of Swords. The other ones flipped downside. They want me to take these in the order that they are in. So let's see what's here. Oh, no. They said no. Turn them all up, right, Jess? Okay. There is another message with this. So here we go. We have the Page of Swords. The Lover's card. You see what I mean? I call it the Lover's card. The Ace of Cups. Oh, boy. And the King of Pentacles. All right. We talked about this too. Four of Swords. Self-reflection. As usual, I always get two groups. So let's start with the first one. Some of you have to do some self-reflection. This is silencing yourself. This is not speaking. Watch your words, maybe for some of you. Especially if you're dealing with conflict or whatever. You know, using harsh words, it's not going to work. Silence is golden, is what I'm being told. This is also with the energy of just walking away. Even if somebody is the one who's coming at you with these harsh words or something. There's like, you know, the chaos and conflict, the fighting, arguing or whatever. You got to get into a state of peace, inner peace. I talked about doing some self-reflection and asking yourself, okay, what do I need to do to be in a more relaxing, harmonious, peaceful state? I talked about meditation, right? This is meditation right here. Go within and just take a break. Some of you, there's still like healing from heartbreak and disappointment here with this Three of Swords. Healing during separation for some of you who are like counterparts / twin flames. Allowing yourself to take it easy, right? Focus more on your self-care, Aquarius. Again, focus more on your inner peace. Removing yourself for whatever is causing any heartbreak and disappointment with the chaos and conflicts and challenges of things. Just get to center is what I was talking about. Remove yourself from the chaos. This is what helps you remove yourself from the chaos, okay? Just saw it, all right? So when we have all these cards, okay. Communication, right? I was talking about watch your words for some of you, or maybe you're dealing with somebody who needs to watch their words, or they're very blunt or something like that, and they come across a certain way, whether it's you or them, Aquarius, we got to cut that out. That's not going to bring harmony and resolution, right? Now, with this card here, overcome any challenges. You can overcome any challenge. Any challenge. But that will require you to speak your piece too, and to be honest and forthcoming with your words, and to use words of love, not of hate, not of resentment, not of anger. You guys are the champion of the people. You are examples of unconditional love and harmony and peace, right? We got unconditional love here and harmony and peace right here. Unconditional love all over the place. Stability, you know, being grounded. But if you need to say something to someone, say it. But again, say it from a loving place. A loving place. Speak words of love. That's going to help. All right? So speak your piece. And then, you know, if somebody comes at you still, walk away. Retreat. Retreat, Aquarius. Don't say anything more and just walk away. Because you have the power to do that. With the Lover's card, make those healthy choices. Choose what is best for your highest good with this Lover's card, Aquarius. That's what this is about. You choose peace. You choose harmony. You choose love. That's what this is about. This person is always looking up at the archangel. She is not looking to man for the answers. She's looking to God for the answers and saying, God, that's why I was saying, consult God, talk to God, give it to God and say, God, how do I handle this situation? What do I do? What is for my highest good? And God will tell you. Even talk to your angels. If you pray to archangels like I do, speak to the higher realms. They're going to assist you with this. They cannot help you unless you ask. But it's important, Aquarius, for you to make those choices based off of your highest good, like I said. Every time you follow what your higher self is telling you to do, you're going to find a lot more peace in your life. There's a decision you're going to have to make. Either you're going to continue to engage in these conflicts, these challenges caused by man, and I'm not talking literally about men, I'm talking about humankind, all right? Either you follow that or you follow God's word. You follow what your higher self would do. This is about being more in alignment with your higher self to make those better choices for your highest good. Being open. Some of you need to just communicate to people, especially if they're destroying your inner peace, and be like, you know what? I've had enough. This is that. They still come at you. You walk away. Again, with the retreating. You don't say anything else. Silence is golden. Heal. All right? This is also about focusing on your emotional well-being, your emotional healing, working with God to help you with that healing, all right? This is healing too, okay? Ace of Cups. Now, it did flip. If you didn't see it initially, it was in the reverse, meaning some of you have to focus more on your emotional well-being and focusing on self-love, doing some self-reflection, like I talked about. Are you going to come up from a place of love or a place of like bitterness, chaos and conflict all the time? Which one's going to bring you more peace? It's definitely not the latter, is it? Right? You got to be honest with yourself and say, you know what? I really have to look at this differently. These are self-reflection cards. Do some self-reflection here. Either you choose to have peace in your life or you don't. That's why they wanted me to put it back in the upright. God's giving you this opportunity to have more peace. There's a dove here. This is you overflowing with the divine love of God, drinking from the divine cup of God to have that divine love flow through you so it can flow out of you. When you have that unconditional love flowing through you, it brings an incredible amount of peace. And then that exudes out of you. And what does that do? It causes a lot more peace and harmony in your world. That's how it works. God is giving you the gift of divine love for you to pour over yourself, for you to be drowning in it, so that comes back out and you attract that type of love into your life, that type of peace. It's about rejuvenating your soul and renewing it to feel that euphoria, to feel all of this oneness with God and this greatness and this bliss and this joy, the ultimate fulfillment. But it comes from you. It doesn't come from others. And when others are affecting this, then everything else gets affected, and so do your energies. Come from a place of love. Okay? And stay grounded. You have to really start focusing not only on your emotional well-being, Aquarius, but on your physical well-being. Mastering healing of yourself. Being harmonious in your environment. Being more one with nature. Connecting with God through nature for some of you. Allowing yourself to feel that sense of peace by being patient and just learning from those opportunities that have been given to you, those experiences, the people you've encountered, building an empire for yourself, and choosing things for your highest good to make you feel abundant, to make you feel prosperous and stable and solid. Not only in your material world, but in your physical, emotional, spiritual world. Knowing your worth and having that inner wealth first so that the outer wealth can manifest into the physical. Having that power and that mastery, knowing that you have the power to create your environment, especially one of security and stability. And if you're focusing on, the challenges of having financial security and stability, that's where you have to do the self-reflection. Are you making those healthy choices for your highest good? Are you coming from a place of love? Are you being the love so you can attract the love? Are you allowing yourself to meditate, to feel more centered and grounded, to give you that peace? Okay. The others of you coming into union, I said it. The Sacred Union card is here. Definitely this, harmony and resolution. Okay. The miracles. Here is the miracle of harmonious sacred union coming into the physical for some of you. Those who already been living a life of peace and tranquility, amongst other things. There's communication coming in. Somebody's going to write you a letter. Somebody's going to tell you the truth. They know that the truth needs to come in. They need to be open and honest with you, especially with their feelings. Somebody here could be an air sign, another air sign, or they have air in their chart. And look, we have Gemini. You're either dealing with a Gemini, or maybe you might be in great conflict with a Gemini. That needs to be resolved if you want peace in your life. That's for somebody here. Or your person has Gemini in their chart. I'm hearing like Gemini moon, Gemini rising here. Or Gemini north node, whatever. Doesn't have to be though, okay? Somebody here is going to be communicating their honest truth about how they really feel. It's like an outpouring of emotions. It's like whoosh, they're going to inundate you with how they feel because they know they have to come clean. They have to do the right thing and make amends and say, I cannot hold this in anymore. And because this person has been holding in their feelings for you, Aquarius, for this long, that's where the outpouring of emotions is coming from. All right. I'm hearing both of you are now in alignment, not only with your higher selves, but with each other. So now both of you are vibrating at the violet flame frequency. And because both of you have achieved that and you have healed completely from your inner child wounds, your ancestral patterns, from relationships, again, with the healing, a lot of great healing was done here during separation, which is the point of separation. Focusing on self-care, focusing on your healing, yourself, right? Not engaging in this connection. Some of those of you who have surrendered this connection to God, now this is coming in. This is the love of a lifetime. This is definitely a deep soul connection. This is like counterpart, twin flame, soulmate stuff. For some of you, it's actually like counterpart stuff. So there's an outpouring of emotions because you guys are both in alignment, and now the archangels and God are bringing harmony and resolution to this connection, as I was saying. They're grounding this into the physical now. And with this outpouring of love from this person, it's like both of you are also going to be communicating your truths, your feelings, and it's going to resolve a lot of conflict that was going on between the two of you probably for quite some time. For some of you, you've been in this for years, all right? I'm hearing at least 6 years because they're having me point at the number 6. It doesn't have to be, but some people here, you've been in this connection for at least 6 years or more, okay? Now, because of this long process, a lot of healing, again, has been done. I mean, let me put this out again. Healing, 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 right? A tremendous amount of healing has been completed here. And now God is gifting you, Aquarius, with the true love of a lifetime. Because you understand now peace, unconditional love, forgiveness, acceptance. You have made healthier choices in your life for your highest good. You connected more with God. You were more in alignment with the angels and your ancestors, and you were continuously making choices for the betterment for you. And it helped with the emotional healing. You understand now what unconditional love truly is. And this deep soul connection, this counterpart connection that you have been experiencing has helped you understand this. Not only do you have self-love, unconditional love for yourself, you have it for your counterpart, and you have it for the world. As difficult as it has been, and let me tell you guys, it is really hard. I talked to my son about it today. You know, with the stuff going on in the world, I have to have compassion and unconditional love for those people who I still think are kind of crazy, right? But I cannot allow myself to get caught up in the conflict and the chaos of those people, of the world. I have to make sure that I retreat and go within and USA myself and be at peace. And I do a lot of meditating. I do a lot of praying to help me to get to that state. All right. And this connection is grounding into the physical. Well, of course, that's grounding, right? Apparently, Aquarius, your person has really achieved some incredible healing. This is the master healing of the master healer of the self. The individual who's communicating their feelings to you and they want to have this connection with you now, they're choosing you over choosing all this other challenging conflict and chaos and stuff. They've accepted the unconditional cup of love that God has given them. And they're drinking from the cup from now on. So are you, Aquarius. And they've chosen you above everyone else. They've chosen this connection. They have chosen what God has presented to them. Because before, there were more like 4 of cups where they didn't choose the cup that God was handing to them beforehand. This person is very grounded, very stable. This person is very wealthy too. Really self-made, very well manifested, maybe a very successful business person here with the King of Pentacles. They are not aloof. They are not all over the place. They are in their power, grounded. They are the ultimate provider. And what I'm hearing, if Aquarius, this person wants to give to you. They want to be your ultimate provider and protector. And I will say, for the role of the divine masculine, that's actually part of the divine order, where you have the masculine as the ultimate provider and protector. The feminine is the nurturer and the caretaker. But what's happened is those roles have gotten way out of whack, and it has caused disharmony in connections, in marriages, in relationships that are supposed to be harmonious. I guess that beeping is confirming what I heard, what I just said. This person wants to provide for you. They're going to take good care of you. They're going to look out for you. You may even have children. You may have a son. There is a child here, okay, or a daughter or children. They want to provide for your children too, because some of you here may very well have a kid or kids. And this individual wants to provide for you. It's kind of like there's going to be this conversation that's going to talk about all of this, even marriage too, because this is a marriage card as well. All right. Moving in together, marriage, them taking care of you and your kid, your kids, something like that. Blending of families. I'm seeing 10 of Cups as well. 10 of Pentacles, that type of energy. Again, that's for some of you who have already achieved the harmony resolution part within yourself and in your life, amongst other things, right? You're completely in union with yourself. You have to get to union with yourself, Aquarius, before you can come into harmonious union with your counterpart. And the healing, and the mission work, all that stuff. Having unconditional love for you, your person, everyone. So it looks like, Aquarius, there's somebody coming in now to give to you. Again, there's something with maybe they have a business in communications or something with writing or publishing. And they are very, very financially secure. There's a very wealthy person here who wants to provide for you, Aquarius. Oh my God. There you go. There's that. Look what's at the top of the deck. The Ace of Swords. Yep. Truth, clarity is coming in, Aquarius, from this person. The others of you, this is about you cutting out what doesn't serve you and standing in your truth and your power. Focusing on what is important for you and making those right choices for your highest good. All right, let's see what you need to avoid. What does Aquarius need to avoid for this week? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh my gosh, man. Spirit, you got a lot to say today for Aquarius. Wow. Dude. Sorry. Why am I apologizing? I don't need to apologize. Judgment. What did I say? Queen of Wands and the Sun. The Sun, you guys. We all know this is the best card in the deck. Happiest card in the deck. Expect miracles. There's your miracle right there. For those of you coming into union, prosperous new beginning, this card actually talks about the union of the counterparts of the twin flames right here, because both of you have greatly healed. There's so much healing in this reading, you guys, you have no idea. I mean, maybe you do. Healing, 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 healing. Four Swords, we saw healing. Right? You can't make it up, you guys. You just can't. Some of you have to undergo some tremendous amount of healing. Others of you have completed this. And yes, this is another, like, union card. All right? Because now the counterparts, the twins, are fully aligned. They no longer question God. They no longer question what's going on in the world. They no longer say, why me? And I laugh at this because for so many years of my life, I used to say, why me, a lot. You can ask my family. It's the funniest thing. I even have a button that says that I used to pin to my backpack. All right? So here we go. No more questioning. No more conflicts, no more chaos in your life. You are completely full of bliss and vitality. I talked about the solar plexus chakra. Here it is. Your life is full of sunny days, even when it's snowing, there's a thunderstorm, it's cloudy. It doesn't matter. You understand that the light of God is the way to go, and you're always following the light, the truth that God presents to you. And as long as you follow the light, Aquarius, you are always going to be in that truth. You're always going to have that bliss and that harmony and contentment in your life. And now that some of you have achieved this, sunny days ahead, or they're continuing for you. Prosperous new beginnings, abundance, and lots of it. You're starting life anew, Aquarius, and everything is going to be glorious for you from here on out, because God is shining on you for the rest of the days of your life due to all of the hard work that you put in with regards to your healing. Not only that, Aquarius, you've healed others along the way, to include your counterpart if you are in a counterpart connection. That is one of the greatest accomplishments anyone could ever have. When you heal yourself, you heal others. And that's exactly what all of us are supposed to do. When one is healed, all is healed. It's like a ripple effect. That's what we need to really focus on and be at peace with ourselves and not engage in all this bureaucracy and in false stories. And I can't really articulate it because they're bombarding me with a whole bunch of words and I can't even get them all out. What are you trying to say, Spirit? Lies, deceit. I'm hearing fakeness. I'm hearing darkness and just low vibrational stuff that the sun doesn't really touch. Right? It's beautiful energy, guys. It's a beautiful reading. I mean, holy moly. The Lovers with the Sun and the Ace of Cups and Judgment and Queen of Wands here. And you got the best card in the deck in your reading. But this is for those of you who have achieved this great healing. And you are always following the light. You are always following the truth. And you see the world through the eyes of a child. You are learning to have fun and be more playful. You're seeing what it means to live, Aquarius, now. And because of that, all of these miracles are coming in. I would say the Sun is a miracle card too. Queen of Wands, why? Because you are shining your light brightly, Aquarius. That is what we're all being called to do, to shine our light. And for some of you, your light is so freaking luminous, it's blinding to people. You are an inspiration to others. You are enlightening, empowering, and motivating other people. And people love you for it. And it's like, this person is really helping me to get to that place because I want to be where the Queen of Wands is. Some of you have become this incredible leader, maybe a spiritual leader, all right? Very charismatic. Some of you might be very attractive to others, but it's not just attractive, being attractive physically, you're also very attractive on the inside. And that's kind of like a double whammy for some of you, right? Because sometimes people say that's a little rare, where someone who may be that attractive on the outside is that attractive on the inside. It's like people think that that doesn't happen. It's like it might be a miracle in itself, right? But whoever this is, Aquarius, you know, could very well be you, you know, with this shining your light again so brightly. Like a whole bunch of people are seeing this light emanate from you, and it's incredible. It is very luminous. It's so blinding to people. But at the same time, it's really inspiring others. Excellent leadership skills. Excellent counselor. Top of the game. This could also mean, Aquarius, that whoever this is, you may have fire in your chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm hearing somebody might be Leo rising, Leo moon, Leo north node. Aries midhaven, Aries rising, Aries north node, something like that. Something with fire in those placements. It looks like someone is coming into fame here with these energies, because the sun could be someone being famous along with the Queen of Wands, because she stands out in a crowd. This is somebody who can really lift the planet up. Okay. So somebody here is going to come into some fame because of how you are shining your light to the world. And it's like your audience is going to grow, and it's going to grow, and it's going to grow. And you're really going to be inspiring more and more people on a global scale for some of you. And it's very empowering. Okay. And there's a lot of confidence and courage in what you do. You are fearless. You don't give in to what other people say. And you're always standing by that Ace of Wands there, because that is the light of truth for you. That is the light of God. And you're holding that as your rod, your staff. And you're utilizing that to burn away any challenges and any conflicts, any fear that might creep in, anything that is not harmonious in your environment, anything that is low vibrational. You just use that and hold it up to whatever it is and you burn it off. Okay? And you keep going. And you understand what it is that you want, and you go after it without any reservations, without any fear, without questioning. Because again, this right here, there's no questioning when you are full of the light of God, when you have that sun in your life every single day, and you are vibrating at this level. This is the violet flame level right here. There's a lot of violet flame cards, guys. These two specifically, all right? Judgment Day for you. You are significantly being rewarded, at Aquarius, for your efforts, because all the hard work that you put in and you didn't budge, and you just faced the world, you faced the conflicts and the challenges and said, I am not giving into this. I'm going to stand above this. I'm going to take the higher. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to stand in my own power and be myself, and not allow anyone to destroy my inner peace, and not allow anyone to dim my light. And when you don't allow others to dim your light, Aquarius, this is what happens in your life amongst everything else I talked about. And God says, you had a lot of faith in me, Aquarius. I am now going to free you from whatever predicament you may have been in. Even though it was challenging for you, you overcame all those challenges. You stopped questioning me. You stopped losing faith in me. You stopped losing your hope and trust in me. And now I'm giving this to you. Again, with the abundance, with the prosperity, and the true love here. Right? This deep soul connection. Where the heck is the Ace of Cups? Right there. Right? Overflow of abundance, Aquarius, is coming to you for those of you who've mastered this, who are full of the divine light and divine love of God. There is your ticket, along with the forgiveness we've talked about, to having it all. Significant rewards are coming to you because you've had that faith in God, and you persevered, and you kept going. And you weren't fearful of the unknown. You stayed in the present. You stayed in the light. You held the light. You trusted the light. You were the light. You are still the light. And now God is presenting you with these rewards. You're freeing yourself from whatever is still maybe not working for you, especially if, you know, there's been no communication from your person, or there's something where maybe there were disappointments, or things weren't working out with your business, or connection, or something in your life, and You knew that that wasn't really, okay, you know what? This is not really working out for me right now, and I'm disappointed, but I'm going to persevere. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep shining my light, even though these one or two things aren't necessarily working out right now. I am still happy. I'm still joyous. I'm still vibrating at the violet flame level regardless. And why do I say that? Because look, there's 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's been some disappointments here, you know. It's like, you know what? This is not working out. I really don't want this. I'm not sure if this is the right path for me. You know, I don't know. Disillusionment, boredom. You were like focusing on your path, and then all of a sudden things weren't working out. And again, like I said, you didn't focus on these energies. You know, especially the love life wasn't really happening in your life. And you said, you know what? I'm not focusing on love right now. I'm going to focus on my mission. I'm going to focus on my healing, my well-being, right? And because you didn't give in to these energies, you didn't believe that you were stuck. You meditated on it and you continued to go on your path. And God saw this and you had that faith and you were still shining your light, even though there were some disappointments in your life. You persevered. You stayed with this energy of the Queen of Wands along with everything else. God's freeing you from this stuck energy, knowing that some of the stuff you're disappointed with, but you did not let it cloud your judgment. You didn't allow it to keep you from focusing on your mission. And there's a resurrection here. There's also a resurrection with a connection, a rebirth between the counterparts. Harmony is being restored. This is restoration right here. And what is this card about? Like I said, forgiveness. Those of you where this is coming in, you have understood that forgiveness was key to this, and unconditional love and acceptance. You trusted God. And God helped you with being forgiving, not only for yourself, but for your person and for everybody else who may have done you wrong. That's what ultimately brings you peace, that abundance, that life, that new prosperous life, that light. There is great reward coming to you now, Aquarius. Judgment Day is here, and those of you who've passed the tests, the huge rewards are now coming in. Expect those miracles to come in, Aquarius, because you've passed all those tests and you passed that test of forgiveness, getting to this high vibrational state, never dimming your light, and understanding unconditional love, and always being in alignment with your higher self. All right. And we know what they're also telling me, going back to the 4 of Cups. Blessing coming out of nowhere, out of left field, they told me. There's a miracle coming in because of all the work you have done with your healing. And you know what's being handed to you. We all know what that is coming out of the sky. It's right here. The Ace of Cups. You stop focusing on love, Aquarius. You stop focusing on these other cups that you knew weren't fulfilling you anymore, and you went a different direction. You focused on self-love and understanding what true happiness and ultimate fulfillment was, right? The Sun card is here. You found that happiness and joy within yourself, and that totally just burst your light wide open. It's just blinding people. Because you let go of this. You stop focusing on the love, the romance. Because again, I talk about romance is not it for us when we incarnate onto this planet. That is a reward. Again, you get the reward, but the reward is the highest form of love of all that barely anyone gets to have, because it's hard work to get it. Here's the blessing. Here's the miracle. You didn't think it was going to happen, Aquarius, but here it is. You can't make it up. It's not just this unconditional love, this true love that's coming in, the love of a lifetime, Aquarius. I mean, the huge rewards from God himself with this and this. This could even be like successful business or something like that. If you owned a business or you created a spiritual-based business. Freaking wealth. Material wealth. All right? Okay, I just heard there's social media, fame on social media. I don't know. That just came out of nowhere. And then this. Harmonious sacred union. You see what you can get, Aquarius, when you go through all of this work. It's crazy, isn't it? It's hard work, though. I just lost all my cards. How many? 1, 2, yeah, 3 major arcana with an ace. Okay. This is an amazing reading. So, yeah. The others of you who are still a little bit stuck because this is stuck energy, you're like, no, you know what? This is not happening for me. Miracles don't happen. Miracles are not going to happen for you, Aquarius, if you don't believe in them. We talked about that already. They won't happen if you don't believe in them. And if you're like wondering about the love thing, don't focus on the love. That's what I went all wrong, because I was focusing on the love until God said, Jess, snap out of it. You got to focus on your healing. Everything shifted. Don't stay stuck. You're not stuck. Don't have that narrow focus, because there's an opportunity being handed to you that is a huge blessing for God. And some of you are just not taking it. You don't want to take it because you're thinking whatever, it's not going to work. The miracle is being handed to you. But you got to take the cup, and you got to head towards, do some self-reflection and focus on your self-love and your healing. There's no need to try to control the situation or being all up in arms about it, being so fiery and testy and temperamental. That's not going to get you anywhere. Especially if you're dealing with these conflicts and challenges and arguments with people. It's continuing to happen for some of you, Aquarius, because you continue to engage in this. And this is not a judgment on you, okay? And I'm looking at the judgment card. I cannot judge. I'm just here to guide you, to help you to get to this state right here. It's not an easy feat, but it's not impossible. It's just that a lot of work has to be done. If you find yourself in all this mess and harmony isn't in your life, Aquarius, it's because you've got to let go of the Queen of Wands energy in the reverse, in the shadow side of her. This is about what you need to avoid. Maybe you're even juggling too many things and it's causing some stress and you're having all these challenges because, I don't know, whatever it is that's going in your life and you feel like you have to do all these things at once. You don't have to. Maybe it's causing you to be a little bit temperamental because of the stress that's being taken over you. You gotta go into Four of Swords, Aquarius, for some of you. Can't be all too fiery and having it your way or the highway. What about God's way? Have you ever thought about that? What about God's way? We have a lot of archangels in this reading. Judgment and the Lovers. And the Ace of Cups, there's God. There's the light of God right there, the light of truth. Instead of having it your way, like Burger King, Aquarius, how about God's way? God has a better plan for you. You don't have to try to control everything. He knows best. And He's going to get you to where you need to be. He will lead you to this, but you cannot be trying to control everything and just have everything go according to what you want. It doesn't work that way. It's all about God's will, the divine order, not the order of man. Some of you might have to be dealing with not learning your life's lessons still. Maybe about forgiveness. Maybe about focusing on your healing. You know what this is, Aquarius. It's time for you to step up to the plate. The world needs who you were made to be. Some of you are a little bit unwilling to forgive. And I've seen in my comments, I keep seeing it. I can't do it. I can't. It's hard for me to do it. And you know what? I can't judge you guys. It's not easy, I know. But it is within us because we are all children of God. We are capable of forgiving. You're going to have to really go within and ask yourself why you can't. That's for some of you, not for all of you. And I think it has to do with ego. Ego is affecting your willingness to forgive. Because you're going to be like, well, you know what? They did wrong by me, and why should I forgive them? Why should I give them that? It's not for them, Aquarius, it's for you. Forgiveness is what brings peace, harmony, and resolution of conflict into your life. You should try it. Watch how things shift. You let it all go. Again, I talked about people are dealing with battles you know nothing about, and until you know all the facts, you can't criticize and you can't judge. If the shoe were on the other foot, would you want people to not forgive you for something you may have done wrong to them? When certain circumstances or how your childhood upbringing was or whatever it was that happened in your life caused you to be a certain way, to do something that was unjust to somebody else? Wouldn't you want somebody to forgive you? And I could tell you this, I've done some stupid things in my day. I would want somebody to forgive me for what I have done, because we all make mistakes. All of us. All of us. We're not saints. We're not perfect either. We're human. So we kind of have to look at it like that. Everyone does something stupid. I already said I've done some dumb things in my life. But we learn and we grow and we evolve from that. Our higher selves know that we should forgive. The ego has to be cast aside. The unhealthy ego, that is. Pride. Some of you have to swallow your pride because you think you're going to be a little bit weak and a little bit vulnerable if you forgive somebody for what they did. But you know what that does? That really changes the game. The miracles really set in when you're able to do that. And even if the person doesn't really like whatever, they're like, okay, whatever. Walk away. You can forgive, continue to unconditionally love, and just walk away. But watch how much more at peace you're going to feel when you do that. Because when we have this unwillingness to forgive, again, I've talked about this, there's that little bit of resentment, bitterness, and anger in your heart. That's an unpleasant feeling, right? It doesn't feel good. Do you want to be in that type of energy most of the time, Aquarius? I don't think you do. You're never going to find peace within yourself when you have those types of energies in your heart space. And that's blocking your abundance. It's blocking those miracles from coming in. I've talked about this. there is a karmic lesson here for quite a few of you about learning the art of forgiveness, unconditional love, and acceptance. You gotta let pride get out of the way. Your unhealthy ego out of the way. You have to be in the light. It's the light of God that's going to shine through you. And you're going to become an inspiration to others when you share your story about what you've been through. And you say, you know what? I learned all this stuff to include forgiveness. Making healthier choices, more in alignment from a highest good, and choosing from a place of love. This energy here, not caring, just being disappointed all the time and being all blah, sitting here under the tree until you grow a beard or your hair goes down to your feet. It's like you're not doing anything. How is that living? That's not all life is meant to be lived here. You have to really reevaluate things, what is really important to you. And I would think that your peace and your happiness, your ultimate fulfillment, are incredibly important to you. So some of you should really be focusing on that. Yeah, we all get disappointed. Yeah, we all get disheartened. It's part of life. But we have to move on from that. All right? You have to learn to seize the day and just forget about this unpleasantness, whatever this is. Have more gratitude for what you have in life instead of what is not transpiring, what you don't have. Have more enthusiasm for life. Take charge of your life, Aquarius. Don't just sit around and wait for miracles to happen. You have to do something in order for the miracles to happen. It's not just going to fall in your lap. God will give you these amazing things when you're really focusing on what is truly important in your life. You got to get up and go. Life will pass you by. And here's the thing. You can sit underneath this tree all you want, Aquarius. But the world keeps moving. It keeps spinning. And those who are going to heed the guidance and they're going to take charge of their life and say, you know what? I'm going to focus on my healing. I'm going to focus on myself, having more peace in my life. I'm not dealing with all the BS anymore. I want the lovers. I want the sun. I want the great rewards from God. I want all of this, the Ace of Cups, overflow of abundance. But I'm going to have to do something to be in alignment with that in order to get it. She does that. She's not sitting around all day, woe is me, worrying about, oh my gosh, you know what? This is not working out. I'm so disappointed with life right now. Nothing's going to manifest. Nothing's going to happen. There's no such things as miracles. She's like, F all of that. I know if I believe in miracles and I do what God wants me to do and I go into it with this fearlessness, I'm going to get what I want. But she's high vibrational. She's at the vibration of this and this. And she manifests all of that. And on top of that, God ends up manifesting for her things that she didn't even expect. The miracles, right? A lot of major transitions for some of you. And for those of you, again, coming into harmonious sacred union, I mean, this is glorious, guys. And again, blessing in disguise. It's just going to come out of nowhere. Look what's underneath this. Victory and success are yours. Again, for the others of you, I talked about pride and ego. Watch that. Pride and ego is devil energy. If that is in your energetic space, the miracles will not come in. It's not an energetic match. The devil is not God and vice versa, okay? Pride and ego, the unhealthy pride and ego, is devil energy. It's low vibrational energy. It is not in alignment with everything that we have here. Definitely not in alignment with the sun in the upright. Look what's after this. The Nine of Cups. Wishes coming true for those of you who've been able to accomplish this. Breakthroughs, new beginnings, victory after the battle. After dealing with all those challenges and conflicts in your journey, you have won all of it. And now you're getting all of your heart's desires. Living the good life because you're already feeling completely satisfied within yourself. And now you're going to, you are in that high vibrational state, you're attracting those high vibrational things. And for those of you with the pride and ego thing, again, this is no judgment. This is indulgence. This is selfishness. Okay? Be careful with that. Be careful. You want things to change, Aquarius. That's going to have to leave your energies. It's going to have to. It's going to be a hard thing. But you're going to have to do it. That's if you want all of what's on this board for those of you who've been able to do this. The Lovers, Page of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Why are they here? Wow. Wow, you guys. Judgment twice. This is no joke, guys. God is really throwing this out there. It's like, this is the biggest part of this reading. Forgiveness. Learning your life's lessons. Heeding the call. You are being called to do something. Some of you are being asked to learn how to forgive and to come from a place of love. And the others of you, if it's not well, it is forgiveness, but there's also here about focusing on finding more peace and harmony in your life and focusing on your emotional well-being, your healing. It's time to heal because your angels, God, your guides, everyone's saying, Aquarius, we have all of these miracles to present to you. All we need you to do are these few things. And yeah, it's hard, but it is achievable. You have to believe in the impossible and you have to believe in miracles. If you don't believe that it's not going to exist, then don't expect it. That's on you, Aquarius. It's here twice. Your mission. You're being called to mission, to fulfill your mission. It's start going on that healing journey. Or continuing your awakening here. Or starting it. And for those of you where the significant rewards are coming in and this connection with you and your counterpart, oh, that's double confirmation that it's totally being resurrected here. There's a total rebirth. This is a significant phase ending in your journey, and a significant one is beginning because you are now being liberated. You are now It's like you died and you're coming back to life. The old Aquarius has died and the new one has emerged. And now, because you are completely renewed and rejuvenated and you are fully in alignment with your higher self, you are vibrating at the violet flame frequency, God is now giving you a new life. It's the second chance card. You were given a decision. Either you follow my calling, Aquarius, or you stay in that grave. And some of you said, nope, I am following you, God. What is it that you want me to do? You had a choice. We all have choices. You could either stay in that coffin or you're going to free yourself from this world that you know no longer serves you, and you're going to be a servant of God. And some of you chose that path. Others of you, you're being called to choose that path. The ones who've chosen that path of being a servant of God, you are now going to be greatly rewarded. It's freaking double judgment day for those of you who've accomplished this. Significant rewards because you heeded the call, you followed your mission, even though some things weren't going right. But you had faith in God. You totally jumped off that wagon. You left everything in your previous world behind, and you followed what God wanted you to do. Everything God wanted you to do. This is some significant rewards for some of you, because judgment is here twice. Wow. Queen of Swords. Some of you being the teacher, the leader. You stopped making excuses. You cut out all those things that didn't serve you. Like I said, you cut out things that weren't working for you. You left everything behind. And you followed your path of truth. You went through a lot. You became wiser from all of the hard knocks in your life. All of those crazy challenges. Your life's lessons. You learned a lot, Aquarius, and you're very wise now. And now you're ready to teach that to the world if you're not teaching it already. You stopped making excuses. And for those of you who are making excuses, I can't forgive. It's not in me. I can't follow that calling because it's not going to bring me money. I can't do this. I can't do that. Stop making excuses, Aquarius. It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't. There's no reason to make any excuse whatsoever when God is waiting to give you some incredible life here. You have to believe that. You're capable of doing anything and everything. Ask God to help you see that. But you got to cut out the BS to include people, all right? Stop dealing with all the BS-ness in your life. You have the power to get rid of that crap. Speak your peace. Speak your truth. If you have to be a little bit stern with people, then do it, but still come from a place of love. This is about using discernment. Use love, but use discernment. Speak your peace, but come from a place of love. Don't chop people's heads off. This is your energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius right here. All right? Don't be cold-hearted. Don't be calculated and overly logical. You got to have that head-heart balance. So take it, again, how this resonates, because I'm always getting two groups here. All right? Let's see. The Sun, Judgment, and... Oh, come on. Queen of Wands. The Sun, Judgment, and the Queen of Wands. Spirit guides and angels. Oh, wow. Seven of Swords. Nine of Cups. We saw that. Nine of Wands. The Empress. All right. Look what's at the bottom. Ten of Pentacles. All right. Some of you, this has to do with a family member or a marriage. Some of you were betrayed or cheated on or lied to by someone in your family or by a spouse. This is a marriage gone wrong with this in this position here. Maybe somebody married you for money or somebody used you for money. There's a money trap with this. Maybe somebody caused you to go bankrupt. There's an ancestral pattern here. All right. There was some deception here. Maybe that's why you can't forgive. Somebody really screwed somebody over. Somebody tried to get away with someone. Something. There's a lot of lies and deceit here. This is a disharmonious marriage. Yeah, it's a broken marriage for some of you, not all of you. Or a broken family. Maybe you can't forgive a father or a mother for causing some disruption in the family. Disharmonious right here. All right. And remember, this is general, guys, because I'm picking up on a lot of stuff, but you got to be honest with yourself with regards to what your story is. Okay? Maybe there's a family feud going on. Maybe there was an inheritance and somebody else got the inheritance instead of you. Okay? You feel betrayed. You feel defeated. Contract went wrong, went sour, went south. Again, I talked about somebody married for money here. Or maybe some of you have a fear of financial loss if you follow your calling. Let's not get caught up in the money when we're following our life's purpose, guys. God is going to prepare you to see if you're ready for the actual Ten of Pentacles. We do have King of Pentacles here, all right? There is a huge amount of wealth that can be brought to you, but you cannot focus on the money of this when you're focusing on your life's purpose, when you're heeding the call and you're working your mission. God's going to test you to see, can you do this without focusing on fears of having money? Can you do this without everything that you had before? God rewards those tremendously who were able to live life without the things they once had. It's in the Bible all over the place. Job is one of them. Okay? Even with Abraham, he was told to frickin' sacrifice his son. And he still listened. He was like, what is this? Okay, God wants me to do this? Okay. God was testing him. And then all of a sudden God says, Abraham, stop. You're not doing that. You trusted in me. You had faith, even though I asked you to sacrifice your one and only son. And you were like, well, God told me to do this is crazy, but I'm going to do it. Even his son, I think his son Isaac, I think it was like, what is going on, Dad? Don't worry about it. Abraham became one of the richest men in his time. We have to trust in what God is telling us to do. It's the same thing that happened with me when I left everything. Everything. I even stopped getting caught up in romantic relationships because it wasn't serving my highest good. But I know the great rewards are coming in. Because I persevered and I was trying so hard to stay in that high vibrational state and trying so hard to continue doing these readings and teaching all of you so that you could get there too. So whatever this is, whoever betrayed you, whoever lied to you, whoever cheated on you, why can you not forgive this person? Have you thought of it a different way? Maybe this was happening to get you on your path, to get you to find the true love of your life, to have great material wealth beyond belief, to have your dream job. This is a lesson for you to be learned, Aquarius, to learn from. We all go through this. You know how many times I've been cheated on in my relationship? Probably not. That's probably the first time I said that. How many times I was betrayed? Lied to? Every single one. And I didn't even have that many. To include my own marriage of 10 years, okay? Do you see me bitter? Do you see me angry and resentful? I don't think you do. Some of you have been watching me for a while. I am not in that space. Because I had a little bit of a fault in that too. I wasn't perfect either. I was a huge doormat. I saw the red flags. I could have prevented that, and I didn't. I'm not saying that's for you, Aquarius. This is for some of you, not for all of you. I was also deceiving myself. That's not a good thing to do either. All right? But I forgave every single one of them. All of them. To include my counterpart, my ex-husband. All of them. And yeah, my family fell apart. But you know what? I am the happiest I've ever been. I am so grateful that this actually happened because it helped me to learn how to stand in my power and to understand my worth and understand that I can make something of myself, that I do not need anybody to make me feel validated or beautiful or powerful. No one. God showed me a lot through all those relationships, through the betrayals and the lies and the deceit, which led me to self-sabotage, which caused me to go into a downward spiral. But I was able to get back up out of that. So ask yourself why you can't forgive somebody who did this to you. It's pride and ego kicking in for some of you. I had to swallow my pride. And then I realized there was a bigger reason for why I had to go through this. I found so much peace in my life when I forgave people who did this to me. And you wouldn't believe the miracles that have been happening in my life, guys. And I know there's more coming. I know it. I feel it. I've been getting dreams about it. Signs and synchronicities. It's like never ending. And it's just the beginning of what I'm about to receive. And the same thing could happen to you, Aquarius. Again, with the selfishness, the indulgence, imbalance emotionally. And maybe you're dealing with somebody who's selfish. We got to let that go. Stop being on the defensive. I talked about 9 of Wands, right? Don't give up. Keep going. It's been a long battle, guys, but you know what? You can't give up. You have to continue to pursue your happiness. All right? Stop with the negative thoughts. Find that fulfillment on your own. When you find the 9 of Cups, you get the 10 of Cups. But you got to 8 of Cups at first so you can get on that journey to find your 9 of Cups. You vibrate at this level too, and everything comes to you. With the 10 of Cups, the happily ever after, the harmony in love, in your life. You're very overwhelmed. You're stressed out. You're putting up these barriers. Or maybe you have to let your walls come down and just start coming clean with other people. Speaking your truth and your peace, but from a place of love. The Empress. The Empress in this position, she is not high vibrational to the point where she attracts wonderful, beautiful things. Maybe for somebody here was cheated on, or they left you for somebody who was better looking, who was more attractive. That's for somebody here. I don't know. I just picked up on that. And that kind of really broke you. All right. If that's you, Aquarius, there's somebody here. Don't give into that. Don't even let that cross your mind. All right. You're feeling insecure about yourself, especially with your looks and stuff. And yeah, if somebody did cheat on you because they went with somebody else about better looking, what else does that person have? Is that person as brilliant as you, Aquarius? As innovative as you, Aquarius? What do looks have to do with anything? It doesn't make anybody like powerful or glorious. It doesn't. That's for somebody here. Or if you're insecure in your abilities and you're self-doubting, you're self-sabotaging, you have these negative thoughts about yourself, you're deceiving yourself, thinking you can't amount to anything, you can't create, you can't build, you can't have the true love, you can't have this harmonious relationship. Stop thinking that way. You have to start thinking in a more positive mindset. Stop being negligent, especially with your self-care, focusing on your healing. You have to take care of you and your inner peace. And stop being codependent on other people to seek validation of who you truly are outside of yourself. You got to get more into creating more into this world. Create, Aquarius. That helps with balancing your masculine and feminine energies. Okay. Underneath this is the Ace of Wands, lack of inspiration. You got to stop being dormant and just go after it. Follow your passions. For those of you who are getting all of this rewards, it's freaking abundance. It's another major arcana. Like, I can't. There's a divine feminine here who's fully divine feminine, Christ. And now your person is divine masculine, Christ. And that's why union is happening, because both of you are in that power. New beginnings. This is unconditional love. This is a very harmonious connection. It's Venus incarnate. It's Aphrodite. Some of you feel like you are Aphrodite. You are Venus incarnate. You are that self-confident and that powerful. And you know your worth now. You are vibrating at the energy of this Empress. She's always following her divine guidance. And she sits here on her throne. And she lets all this beautiful stuff come to her. She believes in miracles. She's grounded. She loves everyone and everything on this planet. She gives without any thought, any second thought to it. She gives freely. She gives unconditionally because she knows she's going to get that back tenfold. Some of you are totally operating on this level right here. It's beautiful. I mean, look at all the majors on here, guys. What do we have? 5 now? Yeah. Kept the faith. You kept being tested, Aquarius, and now all this amazing stuff is coming to you. The miracles that you would not believe. True grit and endurance. You persevered. You didn't give up. And you're like, I got to get through this. I cannot give up. I've come too far. And because you had that faith and you trusted God is now rewarding you greatly with miracles beyond your belief. Somebody is coming clean. They want to make things right with you, Aquarius. Somebody's confessing, being honest with you, their love for you. Or maybe some of you need to come clean with somebody else. Somebody needs to come clean with you. But I'm getting somebody is confessing here why they lied, why they betrayed you, why they were wearing a mask, why they were deceiving you. The truth is going to be revealed here by the King of Pentacles, by the way, not by this guy. There's a king coming here. This guy's in his mastery. This is the one who is coming in to confess why they were the way they were. They know this is going to be a challenge, but they are grounded and stable. They're ready to do this because they know they have to do this in order for this union to actually happen. And then the healing's really going to begin between the two of you. Somebody here has to confess why they acted this way and be honest and open about it. Your wishes are coming true, Aquarius. A whole bunch of them. You're going to be living the good life. You're going to be completely satisfied. You were ready this to begin with, Aquarius. I mean, this with the Empress, you were totally in the high life. You did it on your own. And because you got to the Nine of Cups, you're attracting all of this amazing stuff. And the Ten of Pentacles. Ultimate achievement, Aquarius. You achieved the impossible. And now you're really going to be living the good life. And this with the King of Pentacles and the Sun and the Empress, boy, is there a lot of money here. There's a lot of wealth here coming to you, Aquarius, because you've accomplished something, some incredible feat. A harmonious, stable, solid marriage. Maybe you're coming into a family wealth or family legacy. You're going to build a family legacy with your person. You may be moving in with this person, or this person's buying you a house. This is a house card. This is a buying a house card. A very traditional marriage. This is going to be long lasting. Like you guys will die together. Maybe literally. Like you both will pass away at the same time. That's for, I don't know if that's way far into the future, but that's what they just told me. The love will be so great. It's like God's going to have it happen where one is not going to have to grieve the other, that whatever happens, it's like both of you will just like be sleeping next to each other and you will die in your sleep. I don't know where that came from, but I don't know if you guys are going to remember this reading, or if you pass away, you won't be watching this. Anyway, but that's the type of relationship this is. It is long lasting and it's going to be very, very happy. There's completion here. A beautiful family, a very happy, harmonious, content marriage. You guys are going to be building something incredible here. And some of you are coming in to a lot of money. A lot of it. It's beyond an overflow of abundance, guys. I mean, yikes. And again here, with the Ace of Wands, yep, fresh new start, brand new beginning. This is going to be a very passionate love, romance, marriage. It's like sex is going to be blowing your mind and all of these wonderful things. You might even have a career change, okay? There's some exciting new opportunity being presented to you. And it's not just with this union and marriage and things and the house and all that stuff. It's a bunch of stuff. Oh, look, I move it over and there's 3 of Cups. Reconciliation. All right. Oh, Lord. I knew it. I knew it. It's like, what am I doing next, Spirit? The air signs. Okay. I did Geminis and I said, holy moly, Geminis was long. Gemini had a really nice reading too. So if you've got Gemini in your chart or whatever, you're curious, I would highly recommend watching Gemini's reading. All right. Let's see what your guidance is for this week, Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, they want me to point this out again. Again, the blessing coming out of nowhere. I mean, it's the cup runneth over here, Aquarius. Oh. It's no wonder they wanted me to go back to this, guys. Look, blessings of innocence and purity. God blesses those whose hearts... hold on, man. Focus, please. Thank you. God blesses those whose hearts are pure, for they will see God. This is Matthew, book 5, verse 8. Chapter 5, verse 8. I totally botched that. For those of you who were drawn to do so, Spirit is highly recommend that you go look this Bible verse up on the internet, because there's a specific message for you. See, God blesses those whose hearts are pure, for they will see God. You're talking about like forgiveness here. Yep. Whose hearts are pure, of pure divine love, the love of God. You really will see God when you are able to do that. Like a child. A child can be very forgiving. The child doesn't have resentment and anger, bitterness. Yeah, they might get a little bit angry for a little bit, but they still love their parents in most cases. They're not going around, unless there's some childhood trauma. Maybe, they end up having forgiveness. They can't forgive their parents. And again, I talked about that, right? Somebody here, you can't forgive a parent or something like that because of what happened in your childhood. But look at this card. The angels are telling you here, Aquarius, come with me. I will help you see through this. God blesses those whose hearts are pure. There will be blessings of innocence and purity for you when you're able to feel this in your heart. And again, more with the blessings, guys. Like, geez. Follow the path that's right for you. God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Oh, man. James chapter 1, verse 12. Look at that. I talked about testing, did I not? Oh, my God. See? It's a tough path, guys. I've been tested like you wouldn't believe and tempted like you wouldn't believe, especially the last 3 months of 2021. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I kept asking God and my angels for strength. It was not easy, you guys. I'm not going to lie. But it's possible. It is absolutely possible. But you have to continue to follow the path that's right for you, not somebody else's path, okay? You will go through tests. You will be tempted to give up. And the devil will come at you. It's no joke. With the spiritual attacks, do not let that happen. You got to fight it off. You can fight it off. Pure and unconditional love. It's totally my message, right? Here's Jesus right here with the Lamb. Speak to the earth and it will instruct you. Let the fish in the sea speak to you. Oh, the book of Job, chapter 12. Dagnammit. Yeah, verse 8. I was talking about the story of Job. That is significant. Can't make it up, guys. This is what Jesus came here to teach us. And I believe in one of your readings, Aquarius, when we talked about how Jesus forgave Judas, the one who betrayed him. You know who he also forgave that I forgot about? Peter. Peter was the one who denied him 3 times, right? He still forgave Peter. He knew that having this resentment and trying to get back at Peter and Judas wasn't going to do him any good. He was going to go against what he was teaching. And then what happened? He was resurrected. It's like God resurrected him. It's like with that judgment card. And he has been this beacon of light and faith and hope for a lot of us. I'm not saying that some of you, we're going to be Jesus himself. No, we're going to be Jesus-like. We're going to be examples of what he was teaching the world. Pure and unconditional love and forgiveness and acceptance brings you peace on top of everything that I continue to talk about. And some of you really have learned this. You went through those tests. You went through those temptations. And now all these blessings are coming to you. The bottom of the deck is commit to a spirit of excellence. Whatever you do, do well. Focus, please. Thank you. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. There's the dove right here. Peace. Peace, you guys. Peace be with you and also with you. I'm telling you, forgiveness is going to bring you a lot of peace. This unconditional love is going to bring you a lot of peace. It changes your world. It does. Those miracles do happen, you guys. You got to believe in that. You got to let your pride and ego, you got to cast it aside. The devil is trying to get to you. The devil doesn't want you to have those miracles come into your life. I mean, look at this reading. For those of you who've greatly achieved this, who were kind of like following those teachings of Jesus here. It's hard to do, but it is possible. We all have that within us. The devil doesn't want us to achieve that because he's trying to keep all of us from the light. He wants us to resent God. He wants us to resent people and still stay stuck in this low vibrational energy, bitter. And he doesn't want miracles to happen for us. Why are we going to allow that? I don't understand. But then again, that's me. I mean, I used to be on the opposite end of this, and now that I see it differently, you know, and for me even, I have to continue to give unconditional love and compassion to those where they find it hard to do this. You know, I can't really blame them, but I have to give them the love and unconditional love as much as possible and pray that at some point they will come around and they will understand what it is to forgive and to accept and unconditionally love. Let's see where Mercury Retrograde is teaching you. Well, we have 2 elements. We have water, west, and past. This is about going with the ebb and flow of life. Not trying to control things, not trying to force things, force people to do things, whatever. This is about releasing your past. What of the past do you have to let go of? There's something in your past, Aquarius, that is still affecting you. And it has to do with this betrayal for some of you. It's really up to you, actually. If you're going to allow this about your past to affect you, or you're going to move on and start really committing to a spirit of excellence, right? It's all up to you. It is up to you here. And with this water here, I'm seeing the Ace of Cups with this. Filling yourself with the divine love of God. Okay. What can you learn from your past, Aquarius? I talked about this. Do some self-reflection, introspection, right? What can you learn from your past, and how are you going to move forward from this? This is also about purification and healing. There's a lot of healing in this reading too, guys. A lot of it. Ask yourself if you're willing to let go of all the pain and suffering from your past. This is what Mercury Retrograde is going to teach you. You're going to start reevaluating what about your past is still affecting you. And you're going to start working towards healing and clearing that out. This is about you flowing effortlessly and harmoniously, just like water. Water sustains all life, right? The divine love of God sustains us. So Mercury Retrograde is really going to be teaching you about this. And you really have to be willing to let go of the pain and suffering from your past. It is hindering your future. It's blocking the manifestation of those miracles. It's blocking what God has waiting for you. You've already seen what God has waiting for you for those of you who've been able to do this. This type of energy that Jesus represents totally washes away all the pain and crap from the past. It does. But it really is up to you to let go of that and to heal from the past. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. We have another element, and it's earth. Grounding, like I said, right? North and below. This is about inner reflection and meditating to receive the guidance and wisdom. It's the Four of Swords energy. Going within to get that clarity of mind, to be at peace with yourself and to ground yourself. Actually, it's when you meditate, you ground yourself and you get peace of mind, clarity, mindfulness, Aquarius. Relax. Be harmonious in your environment. I talked about being in nature. This card is about being in nature, connecting to Mother Gaia, connecting to the stillness of the earth. Watch how much clarity you're going to get by doing this. Okay? A lot of reflection and healing and grounding and meditating during Mercury Retrograde. That's what you're being taught at this time, Aquarius. Ask yourself if you spend enough time in solitude to receive that guidance and that wisdom. How are you going to spend more time trying to connect with Mother Gaia, with Earth, to feel a lot more grounded and centered? Are you going to be willing to learn how to really stop your mind and connect more with your higher self? Those are questions you should be asking. This Mercury retrograde, I believe it's going to be in Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. It's gonna cause a lot of things, Aquarius. A lot of shifts here. There's a lot of reflecting that some of you are gonna have to do. And for those of you where you're coming into harmonious sacred union and all this amazing stuff is happening, you've been able to release the past. You learn how to get grounded, to be balanced with that spiritual world in with, you know, the 5D and the 3D. Okay. Again, you've done a lot of healing from your past. And you knew when to get centered and to meditate. Meditation became a huge practice of yours. And you learn how to connect with nature, spend time in nature. Like I talked about with me, when I spend a lot more time in nature, I was really connecting more to God, to the point where he would speak to me out in nature. And now, because I'm so connected to him, I get his messages everywhere. Because nature was helping me to be more at peace. And the more at peace I felt with myself, the more grounded I felt, the more more easily I was able to get to center and to ground myself. I was able to do it at the drop of a hat, to where no matter where I'm at now, God will come and speak to me, because I'm in that place now. So for some of you, Mercury Retrograde is going to be teaching you how to do more of that. If you need assistance with getting to that place, I would be more than glad to help you. But the one person who's really going to help you with all this is God, Aquarius. So with that, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, or have any questions about any of this stuff, check out the description box below on how to book a reading, or you can send me an email. My email address is in the description box below, or you can hop on over to capellawellness.com and check out my services there. Okay? I'm also holding a webinar, a Zoom session on the 16th, 23rd, and 30th of January at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're all on Sundays, with regards to how to navigate the challenging energies that are going to be occurring in 2022, to include the Jupiter-Neptune in Pisces conjunction. There's also Mars squaring Uranus this weekend. There's a lot of astrological transits, and I believe the U.S. is going to have its Pluto return this year too. A lot of stuff is happening, and for those who are not in alignment with God, who are not operating as their higher selves, who are not fully awakened, they're going to have the roughest time. And I'm not basing it off of tarot, it's basing it off of the astrology. So I will talk about that in the group session. I will do mini readings with everybody who's there. It's just 10 people. On how you can best navigate 2022. And I'll have a Q&A session. You can ask me whatever questions you want. We'll have a little fun. I will close off the reading with a healing meditation for all of us. And I'm also going to give a little bit of a bonus, a little surprise for those who attend. So if you are interested, check out the description box below. I have a direct link to my page that has all of the listings for all of the sessions. Okay? If you have any questions about those sessions, go ahead and shoot me an email. All right? Let me know whatever questions you may have about those sessions, or about this reading, or about anything else in general. Okay? Don't be shy. You know I won't judge. I can't. That's not my place. All right, Aquarius. Well, this concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.